So what's up?
I just added some changes to the server.
Okay.
All of the new, the old type, old type log spikes, you should now be able to pick them up. And I increased the fuel, not capacity, but
Yep.
fuel now lasts longer on the Jeep and the gyrocopter.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the gyro is pretty janky.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It was at, you could go 1 kilometer for one, whatever, I don't know. I increased the numbers. It should.
Oh, awesome.
Fuel consumption kilometer per liter, I think is what the piece of code.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so now you can get 5 kilometers per liter instead. So your profile pic for Twitch, was that you at Halloween or something? Or is that just how you dress for work?
Oh yeah, actually I dress like that every day now. No, Halloween costume. So let's make sure that I see if someone is writing in chat. Here we go, perfect. Okay.
I'll be right back while my game's loading. I'm gonna get me some.
Only the 2 that you saw. Actually, I didn't use the bug. I didn't mean to do it actually, and just happened.
That seems to happen to you a lot. I'm just kidding.
I mean, we're not talking about destroying a building that I didn't mean to destroy, but oh, you should have seen my face. I think I got that on record actually. The moment that I just break a block to get iron from the pipe, and the tower just decided to collapse.
Yeah.
I was looking at it and I was like,
I've seen it though, man. Like sometimes the map loads in weird and you just have a really improperly structured building.
Yep, it's happened to me with, but not on the server. When I was playing single, the first time that 17 went on, I went on the boat. I just went on it. I didn't break anything, and it just collapsed. But like really in the water and breaking down the water. I got that on the record too. That was just stupid, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't that serious. You got some guys go on and dynamite mix buildings and stuff, you know, just to be a dick and see if they crash servers and stuff, and it's like, that's the real problem.
Yeah, not my kind. Not at all. I love the server too much to do stupid thing like that. Yeah.
Right. Well, accidents happen, you know.
Exactly. I call it shit happen. No, and you really told me, then you're just looking at it and you're like, oh well, okay. What I like about it is when I record, when I'm streaming, I always, most of the time I should say, record it at the same time, so I should make a video. It's not the first time that I see it. I should make a video of every time that I'm doing. Pretty sure it's priceless.
Here's some motivation for your stream. First person to catch me in zombie kills gets all the old cash. I'm just saving it. Just saving all the old cash. So, get up to 1,000 kills tonight, and you can have all of it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna play a lot then. Yeah, I miss all the blood, so that doesn't help. The blood. I didn't had any blood moon yet, and I just missed the one. So it's gonna be 42. 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 6. Maybe in 12 hours? Would that make sense? More or less. Is the same, is the time the same as in 16? So around that, we count 1 hour left, less. Yeah, about it, 11 hours. Yeah, if I'm staying up that much, I wake up at 7 and I did go to bed for 1 hour because I was too tired. I don't know if I would be able to stay up that long.
Did you guys get a lot of snow up there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got like 2 feet. It's gross. But I was gonna vomit digging out my mailbox.
Yeah, I had it up to a tree, a small one, but it was almost covered. You can only see the top of it.
Wow.
And a half. Around that. But when they push it on the top.
When the plows come through, you mean?
Yeah, it's going fast. The way the amount of snow we had. It was so bad. I took some picture. Like I removed the snow on my car yesterday. And I had more than a feet on it. So this was awesome. Perfect snow though for the kid. Yeah, no, if the kid wanted to go play outside, the snow was perfect to make snowman. Okay, so I need to make concrete now.
Yeah, I'm working on my bunker.
Yeah, I want to work on blood moon base, so I don't have to run away. Any cue for it? What should I put, blades or what is the best?
Blades are the most popular.
Blades?
Yeah, just try to set up a killing field where you're gonna funnel, and yeah, let all the automated defenses do the rest. I would suggest a couple shotgun turrets up front and a couple rifle turrets.
All around it.
Yeah, like if you have a corridor, I'm saying, or if you have a spot where you're luring them into. It's a lot easier to defend a spot. You know, you can fortify one location rather than trying to fortify this huge base, and they're going to be coming at you.
Course, yeah.
Every direction, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that on the base where I put my chest on. I'm gonna go a little bit further, make myself a square, and make sure that it's on cover so I can shoot them. I get some kill at the same time.
It's going to be big enough to fit a truck.
Yeah. I saw a video yesterday on YouTube. I don't know how the guy managed to do that, but the zombie was coming around and not climbing, but there was a ramp that he can go on. And after that, they turn around, they jump to get to him, and when they try to jump, they fall back and go around again. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know how it did that, because if we're thinking about it, the zombie won't try to hit it from the side, which is wrong, that they just come to the way it was making it. Okay. So that means if you put traps all around the base, they won't go through the traps. They want to go through you, so they're gonna take the easiest way to come to you?
Yeah, they'll beat through your wall rather than walk through an open door that has a blade trap setting.
So if you're making all around your base traps, and you put place open door without nothing on it, they're gonna came through that. Oh well, then. No. It was on the before the reset, the wipe. No, I didn't see it.
Hey, anybody mess with them spikes yet? They didn't know if it worked.
I haven't had a chance. It's kind of comical if you take take a bunch of wet concrete and stack it up like 6 high, and then start going out and kind of like a long arm over towards a rock or something, and then you go out and stand on that during a blood moon. The zombies will literally run and spend all their energy trying to get on top of that rock so they can jump over to you, rather than trying to knock out
break the wall.
Right, because you're standing like 6 blocks up out on like an arm. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah,
it worked.
So that means that
they're still pretty stupid.
The things that the guy did is intelligent to do. Okay, I'm gonna try that. I think could be fun to make. I just need to make the attempt to craft it. I need to craft one more workbench at least.
So say you crafted, so you had an area that was like an 8x8 or a 9x9. Sorry, 10x10. And you had 4 blade traps in that area. If you had a singular column that you were standing on, that would be the column that they would be focusing on, so that they would go through your traps then. If they have to go through your traps to get to, if you can make it to where you're surrounded enough to where they're not touching anything but traps first, then yeah, you can even build like that to where it's an open plan to where, in order for them to get up to where you are, they've still got to come through some doors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do it. Actually, it's work for the guys, so I don't know why it won't work for me.
It's annoying though. Every once in a while, you'll just get that random one that just wants to beat his way through a corner wall somewhere. I just tell people if they're destroying your walls, you're not killing them.
Because actually, the way it did it, it was able to kill the zombie. It wasn't.
What's the button to switch it from mouse vehicle control to keyboard?
I think it's the left or the right button on the mouse. Actually, it's worked when I was trying to do both, so.
Thank you, darling. Appreciate that.
There we go. That was easy. Left click.
Ooh, chicken. I'll call him dinner. Yeah, so you should now, it actually works, at least with the wood spikes, you should be able to pick up all of them now.
That's nice.
Yeah, this shit was annoying me. That's how I made it on the 16 server, but...
Also, if you're looking for like just a straight up stop to kill that that standing wire, not the stuff that you put on the ground, but the barbed wire that actually hangs, it's like 4 rows. This stuff's especially when you honeycomb it. If you honeycomb it, then they have a really tough time getting through that stuff.
I'm not finding the video I was watching yesterday. I'm gonna go in the historic. Yesterday. And here we go. So it didn't put any trap around his space and it's working.
Try it.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It didn't put any... let me send him in the general.
I don't know what kind of building this is because my graphics are so shitty I can't read the sign. I killed one thing and a bunch of irradiators just come flooding out. So now I'm just running them over with the Jeep. See if that helps.
I dig it. This Road Warrior style, bro. So the only thing you can pick up is chem benches?
Okay, I'm gonna do that for start.
How do you pick structures up again? You just hold it down, right?
Yeah, as long as you're in a land claimed area, yeah.
And it needs to be repaired if it's broken before you pick it up.
There we go. My LC wasn't working.
Here we go. Okay, after that, workbench. Let's grab some more. Like 3 more. Which one? Keep this one.
Every time you leave an area, fucking like every zombies respawn.
Yep.
It's a bunch of bullshit. Been trying to clear this fucking building for the past 20 minutes.
It's nighttime, so you have to you have to stay near the building if you don't want it to happen. But it's hard when it's nighttime because you only want to run away from it.
Yeah, it sucks.
I did the same thing more than once. And I realized after that I was in the same building for 10 times. And they respawned because I thought it was another one, you know? I realized I did the thing between two buildings. It was both the same building, but not at the same place. Oh, en bas.
At least it's damn daytime again. Damn it.
Finally?
Yeah, finally.
Oh. That's true. Okay. Allerta. It's going. So.
Just found 5 burning shaft. Come on, schematics.
This game needs a flamethrower.
Oh, found 5 silencer schematics. Alright.
That's nice.
You find that shotgun messiah then over by you?
No, I think it's a crackle bug.
Oh, nice.
Now, if I find a shotgun messiah, I'd freaking camp out in it. Place my bedroll down so no zombies spawn. Just keep coming back.
Oh.
Yep, it's a crackle bug. Oh, yes, finally a foregrip schematic. Fuck.
Here you go. Yeah, the foregrip.
Yeah, I've been needing things all over the place.
Yeah, that and the retractable stock are great on the AK.
You can put that on the AK?
Yeah, the retractable stock goes on.
I never knew that.
I always go with as much accuracy as I can on a weapon.
I tried to, I just never tried to put one on the AK.
That's what we were talking about earlier. It's like, so you have the hip fire on that thing like carries over into the aiming, so when you pull up on the scope, it takes forever for your reticules to meet, you know? That's the only reason I don't like using it.
Damn, freaking zombie spraying my leg. That little shitbag.
The HC.
Sure. Another screamer again.
I still have yet to see a single screamer since we got onto this seat.
That beat one to death so much.
use Forge. And
Yeah, all of my forges are underground.
yeah, mine are not. I thought I heard a screamer. Maybe I'm hearing her. Where is she?
She's watching you from the shadows.
Maybe it wasn't a screamer at all. No, I'm here. There is she. There is she. There we go. Yeah. Bitch.
The language.
Damn.
This is a Christian server.
Uh-huh.
I've never used that kind of foul language before in my life.
No, of course not.
No, never.
Never I have ever.
That's right, never have I ever.
Yeah, right. If you say so.
Oh, I do say so.
So saith the Lurch Father.
So saith he, and it has been said. Hey, it's a big pawn shop.
There's some really nice ones down there, man. It's really hard not to want to move down there, but I'm trying to like not impede on other people, you know.
I don't think there's it's only us so far playing on this server. I don't think anybody's living out here. Where I'm at, anyway. I'm in the desert.
Champ is just southeast of you, and I think Mary is.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind. I just jump in the gyrocopter and zip over.
That's something I need to build, is a damn gyrocopter.
Man, that thing's like a friggin' hot paperclip, bro.
It's easy to move. When you play with it 10 minutes, you know how to move them after that.
Yeah, you played Ark, right? So you've like flown on
Nope.
No, I'm talking to Lurch.
Oh.
Yeah, I play Ark.
Yeah, if you've flown dinos, you can fly the gyro.
That's blocks.
It's basically like a really unresponsive drunk Toppy jar.
Go with it. There we go.
Speaking of Ark, I probably lost everything that I had on the base. I haven't played Ark in a few days. I'm sure all my dinosaurs are gone.
That game needs to stop charging people money for all these damn updates.
They need to hurry up and optimize and just make it better. They just keep coming out with new shit. It's bullshit.
Yeah, that's why they made Pixark, was because they wanted to have like a same concept with a lower graphic. But it ended up being garbage.
Yeah.
Tell you what, man, you can get around pretty quick with the damn 4x4.
Anyone is near the airdrop?
Airdrop? Oh,
I'm not near an airdrop.
For no. That's me 9-1 nearby. Near it, so I'm gonna go for it. Where did I put it? Here we go. Oh, pig. Yum. Is he dead?
You tell us. You're right there.
Yep, now he's dead.
Build like a half pyramid with a.
Here we go, supply. What's it? Okay. Scrap, 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 scrap. Now there's nothing.
Alright, finally got a foregrip for the damn AK. Alright, I'm gonna jump off of here, listen to some music, talk with y'all later.
See ya. try this one.
There's a screamer, and she's. Ooh, she called 3 jumpers. Yeah, you want to see a screamer? You just run an auger outside. Nonsense. It's just all non. I have eliminated the Ra and the hordes of Satan. Be best. You don't touch a man's trip.
Ah. Okay. Okay, so that's my. I need to find a nice place for that. If I'm breaking down all of a building without making it collapse, would it create lag?
If
Okay. If like I delete a building, I'm playing to do block by block without making it collapse.
basically think about it like, yeah, think about it like a ripple effect. Like when you drop that pebble in the pond, basically that ripple goes out across the server and just fucks with little things. Like yesterday when that building crashed, I couldn't craft anything, I couldn't access anything, I could
Ouch.
log in and all that stuff, but I just had to log in and out, and it's just like just that ripple, it's like an EMP wave, you know what I mean? Just kind of
Yeah, I understand.
streams the server, and then all of a sudden we're all like, what the fuck?
I knew there was a streamer. How the heck did she get up? Oh, there's a ladder. Well, that makes sense. Oops.
Did you ever fuck around with Ladybug like that? I'd do that shit there all the time, just fucking be screaming and cussing.
Believer.
She was like your mom. She could be the sweetest lady, or she could be fucking Satan. Just depended on the day. She kind of reminded me of a New Jersey Peggy Hill from King of the Hill, but if she was from New Jersey, and instead of saying like "hoo yeah," she'd be like "oh yeah," you know, like it's just like the same personality. Your pimple key.
Where the hell did it come from?
She's French. They know how to cut. I'm pretty sure you guys invented it, didn't you? Cursing?
My name?
No. Where's the French inventor? Archer?
Yeah. Sorry, my sound was too loud.
It happens.
I was saying yeah, but I didn't understand anything you were talking about because the sound was too loud. Here we go. Okay, going back on.
It's kind of crazy how insults are tied to warfare. I've been finding out a lot of that stuff studying HEMA and historical European martial arts. Shit they don't teach you in school.
Remember me? Century.
wonder if there's a way to make an elevator in this like you can in Minecraft.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen one, actually. My luck, that son of a bitch would bug out and I'd be stuck somewhere in the bedrock.
Okay, okay. So, here we go. Oops. Why? Okay. Yes, I. Exactly what happened to me. Again. Oh, that's okay. That wasn't. That's. There we go. Can we have like more than one climb now?
I got 3 up, right? I doubt it. It's probably 2.
Again, the screamer at my door. But I'm not at inside the house. Do I have a shotgun with me? Let's put that on it instead. I cannot put a scope on it. Oh yeah, it's a time, that's why.
My theory is it's going to be easier for them to walk through an open door than it is to beat through 15 layers of concrete. So they're going to walk through that door regardless of the trap. Oh, the bitches! It is.
Hey,
It is.
Daisy.
Going on.
Long time no see your face, sir.
Hey, Juicy.
Hey,
It's been a
baby.
long time, man.
I know.
You missed out on the height of the server, too.
Yeah.
We were doing good for a while there, man. We were like number 3.
I saw.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
wasn't able to really game much.
17 killed us. Hey, baby. Yes, we're going home in a little bit. Yeah, you gotta get in your box. I'd take her out on the train, but get on the train, they gotta go. Yeah. We'll put your carrier on and put you in your box. Be here in about an hour. I'm going home today. I'm going, well, it's home now. I'm going. Yeah, going to my mom's. I can't sit here. There's no TV. There's no nothing. Oh, yeah. Painted it yesterday and everything. We're good to go. Shit. Why you guys add streaming to your names?
Because I'm streaming at the moment.
So?
They're pro, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's the shit that's golden, man. That's what's gonna be the funny crap that people are gonna want to watch.
So then what Doug Stanhope says, he's like, if I was standing there and some Christian guy was just going on and on about the Lord saving my fucking soul, and all of a sudden some dude in the corner started fucking talking about kick fucking a chick with cerebral palsy, I would fucking be migrating to that corner of the room. Even your Christ on a fucking cross standing there would be like, hold on, I gotta fucking see this, and start wiggling closer. Oh, was she into it? Did she like... Fucking love that.
Nice one.
You guys ever get a chance to see his stand-up? I saw it live, and oh my god, I've never seen a guy torture a crowd. Just fucking yelling at people, like calling them names and shit. It was great.
Who is it?
Doug Stanhope.
Oh, okay. He's pretty... Oh. Did you ever get your smelter shit figured out in Mary's? .2? What? Weren't we on .4? What's the difference between .2 and 4? No, there's a difference. Gotta be.
The number.
Yeah, but I mean, is electric different? Is there things in there that's not in 16.4? Will this code I have for 16.4 work with 16.2? Yeah, we'll go ahead and just set that up this weekend. Even if I don't hear back from him, we'll put it up. People to get to there from here. No.
$16 didn't have vehicles, though, eh?
Well. Look who it
Yeah,
is.
the mini bike.
Go what odds?
So, on GTA 5,
Yeah.
I forgot that I had a shark card laying around that I was going to use on the PS4 version, but then I realized they charge, or you got to have PS Plus to play online, blah blah blah. So I used that on the PS.
Fuck's a shark card?
Extra money. I think it was gave me 3.5 million.
Oh, fuck you.
And so I bought like a business for Rooster. I made it. I called it RC Gaming. I bought a big enough apartment thing that when we all get on there, we can start doing heists and shit if we want.
Cool. I got a motorcycle.
Me too. Is
I
it okay?
stole it.
There's only one right answer. But which motorcycle do you?
It looks like a Ducati 916, but I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Well, if it's the Dinka Akuma, then that's awesome. It's like the best bike in the game. Actually, I lied. The best bike in the game right now is just super expensive. But
No, I stole it. I didn't buy
okay,
it.
right.
I just stole it and took it to the auto shop and insured it.
Well, shit. If dude, that game runs so well on my computer. I was very surprised.
Oh my god, it's like amazing on this fucking beast.
Yeah, I'm sure you get to play with all the shadows.
I got everything
like that.
cranked up and it just hauls ass. And it looks so much better than it does on the PlayStation even.
That's because PC Master Race, bro.
I know.
I'm trying not to make collabs, but
Collapse it, let it fall. Fuck it. Who cares? The server's a beast. They can handle it.
I do care.
Well, when the guy that owns it's telling you go ahead and just let shit fall, just go.
Yeah, yesterday I made fall, and it wasn't. I wasn't planning to do that, and Juicebox had to. What did you do?
I think I just had to.
Okay, because it was too laggy.
Yeah, tried to play GTA on my sister's computer last night. Man, that fucking computer sucks. Can't wait to get home.
Gotcha. That's
Yeah, I'm leaving in an hour to catch a train, go back down there. Got my house emptied, clean, kitchen's painted, ready to go. On the 15th will be the closing of next month. Gotta start looking for a house down there.
right on.
And I gotta do it quick before I start dipping into this money because I don't want to. I know that even if I dip in for $20, it's not gonna stop there. You know what I'm saying? What's another $60? $200? Yeah, it's $1,000. Next thing you know, done spent $5,000.
Time is it? 4. Okay.
And
You
so,
say it's 4 o'clock for you?
yeah, it's 3:30 here.
4.5.
Oh wow, we're in the same time zone.
Yeah, she's in Eastern Canada. Back. She's almost straight north of you. Watch that video I posted last night.
Which one?
The worst Rust mod ever. We do barrel stuff. It's pretty boring, actually. They're running around with barrels on. Oh, shit. The beginning of the video is just fucking hilarious.
He beats the barrel wizard.
Yeah, I beat the barrel wizard. The first 4 minutes is just gold. Then it gets a little weird after that.
That's great. we be friends with the barrel. This is awesome.
And this is the shit that gets the views, you know? And that's what Zor's not getting through his fucking head. This is the stuff, these people are making money. The video I posted above there, he's got 1 million views. That means he's made like $10,000 from that one video.
That's so great. What do we do now that we're barrel stuff? It's usually pretty boring, actually. That's gonna be the goal, man.
I know. That's the shit we gotta put together, man. Well, you gotta get your computer so you can record also. Now, what I think these guys are doing is they're streaming on Twitch and then downloading their streams and using those to edit. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got some video if you want to edit them.
I use OBS too, man. It's free.
Yeah, we were all using Streamlabs.
Yep.
Got widgets so people can donate to you and all kinds of shit.
The building is almost on the ground.
Right now, the biggest games that are being is
lag.
Is that new game Apex, but it's free, so we might want to check that out.
That's
Fortnite.
that
It's
Battle
like
Royale, right?
Yeah, it's a battle royale. Fortnite, Rust, Conan, and GTA are the 5 biggest watch games right now.
Conan's very visually appealing. I can see that.
Yeah, and it's with the new update that came out, you know, this last 6 months or whatever it was. It's a little newer, you know, so people are watching. It'll probably taper off. 17's already tapering off as far as who's watching 7 Days to Die. But Rust videos get a lot of views. Motherfuckers are getting 500,000 to 3 million views on their videos in under 4 months. Pretty boring, actually. Oh, shit. I'm bored out of my mind, dude. There's nothing to do. I even got rid of the fridge and the stove.
I was about to say something, but I'm streaming.
That told me nothing.
You know exactly what I was about to say, right?
No.
No?
No.
Mm.
I got rid of the stove and fridge yesterday also. That was good. I gave it to my niece. They're buying a house.
Should have sold it to them.
I was going to, but you know what? Her fiance and everything helped me out a lot, so I just, here, take it.
So a good discount then.
It was a good discount. They do stuff for me all the time, so.
I say you them both for treat.
I just didn't want to deal with it. I'm like, you guys want it? Get it out of here, because we're buying a house and it doesn't come with appliances.
Hey, you didn't have to get it out,
Right.
so that's a good thing too.
Like, can't help you with the washer and dryer. That wasn't mine. They took that. I don't know what they did, if they sold it or I don't think they took it to Washington.
It's been over 24 hours and these people still haven't like
About what?
these people still don't know why I have no admin capability. It's configuration file.
They may have accidentally deleted. Got it?
I'm But I don't know. I'm getting about tired of it. This server host is a joke.
Has what?
It's a joke. Like their server's beastly. I haven't been able to crash it at all, and I can't get the CPU to go over 10%.
Yeah.
But the customer service is fucking horrible.
It's a problem with a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm thinking about switching to the smelter.
Yeah, he got a response the other night within like an hour, and it was like fucking midnight.
Yeah, when Zorlon had his server going on through the smelter, even I was able to send tickets in saying, hey, I'm helping my friend with his server. This is his server info. And they'd get right back to him.
Yep. Yeah, they're pretty good. And theirs is pretty beastly, too, compared to some of the other ones out there.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking of going with them. And I sent these guys an email saying I'm just going to let my time run out and then not renew it because your customer service is garbage. And they responded to that really fast. They were like, oh, we'll do what we can to make your stay. And just like, no, you know, it's ridiculous. I can't get a simple fucking answer about anything.
Right. It
took me 3 tickets to figure out why I couldn't use my admin web console on their web manager here. And none of them could tell me why. And then I finally figured out that my password was too. Yeah.
Wow.
And they just rent the whole giant server cabinet from another company. So they probably don't. Yeah. They probably aren't very technical. Because you can do that. If you got enough money, you can rent a cabinet and then offer. Right. There was a company I went through for our Minecraft server, and come to find out that's what was going on. They were terrible at getting back to us, so then we fucking moved to a different one, and it was so much nicer. It was like the smelter, they were quick. Yes, I know, you're bored too, but you got to go outside today, didn't you? You got to go outside. I know. Enjoy it. Why don't you go outside right now? Well, that's where she plays, outside. Gabby's outside. You better enjoy it, because when we get back to Mom's, there'll be no going in the grass. It got hella warm here today, too, man. Holy fuck. Went from freezing temperatures to 54. So overnight, it went from 30 degrees to 54 degrees. Yeah, but then, you know, tomorrow morning it's supposed to be like 17 fucking degrees. Yeah, I think all this week it's under 30 degrees for the next week here. Today's just like a nice day. Like, you fucking bullshit weather. Teasing.
You don't say.
Didn't even need
It's
a
cold.
jacket outside.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's 54 right now.
54 for you. How much is it for me? 54. 12.
Yeah.
I'm at minus 14.
Oh, we
I'm
were
at 6.
we were minus 38 a week ago.
Yeah, same for us.
Yeah.
It was cold as hell.
We were colder
Oh,
in the
it's-
Midwest than it was at either pole last week. That's fucking crazy.
Is it still snowy outside? No, my cell phone is telling me wrong. It's not snowing.
Or is it snowing so much that it's just blowing your mind?
No. Like,
Yeah, can't wait to get a better PC there, brother.
Basically, just waiting on the
Taxes, I know.
tax return.
that's what I did. I think 2 or 3 years ago.
Use your
I
return.
built my PC with it.
Because as a group, I think we could go hard in Rust. I think we could fucking...
Oh yeah, I mean we're a bunch of fucking resource hogs.
Right. And I already know how to go about it, because this is the way we used to play. Your big base, you don't put your resources there.
Oh no.
You put your resources at all these little tiny, basic little bases called safe houses all over the map. So you go out and about and you raid, you should have a safe house nearby to go stash this shit. Those little bases don't get raided as often. Everybody goes after the big bases because they got big, juicy loot in there. But you build a big base, but you don't have much extras in it, you know? So if they do raid it, they feel like a bunch of idiots because they don't get anything. And then when you do get raided, you spawn at a safe house and come up behind them and fuck them up while they're trying to get in.
Trois, quatre, cinq, sept.
And I want to do some videos for GTA for sure.
Environ 12.
I think when we do that, we need to get into our own little private.
Yeah, we can do a...
It's like a friend only.
yeah. Yeah, when I get back, first thing I want to do is finish everybody's logos up I don't know why Berto's not using his. I see you're using yours.
Oh yeah.
I gotta do Marius, Emza, Frenchie.
What was the name of that website you could buy pre-built computers from?
Zydex.
I'm not sure if I want to go with Zydex.
No? Why don't you build one, man? I can walk you right through it.
Yeah, but then I got to deal with the software and shit.
Nah, it's not hard. It took me an hour to put all my parts together. It took me 20 minutes to install Windows. And then most of this shit updates on its own. And from there, at that point, it's everything you'd have to do when you bought a new PC anyways. Re-download all your games, Discord, Chrome. The hardest thing about building it is cable management.
I'm pretty tidy when it comes to the cables.
That's probably the biggest deal.
I thought you
Otherwise, it's all
were one of
pretty,
the
really
dead.
basic. It's screw in these screws here, plug that in there. The power supplies can only go into certain plugs, so you're not going to fuck that shit up. Plug your fans in, and bam, you're done. Cable management is probably the hardest part about it. And you'll save yourself $500 to $800 building it versus buying it. Mm-hmm. If you were to build the computer I have through Zydex, I think it came out to like 22 something. But this computer is $1,500 for all the parts that were bought. And you're not a stupid guy. I mean, fuck, I even believe Zor could build a computer, so.
All right, I'm gonna go pout for about an hour. I'll be right back.
I mean, come on. It's real intimidating at first, but then it's real simple. And there's a ton of YouTube videos walking through it.
Peace be with you, my friend.
You just got to make sure to get the right stuff. That's the biggest thing. So, like, if you did it, I would go on Newegg or something and buy a combo that's a motherboard, processor, RAM that comes together, so you know that those are all going to work together. Mm-hmm. Parts Picker's another one. But you know what? I found cheaper prices on fucking Newegg, but it was crisp. Parts. Gotcha. Right. Neither was I. That's why I bought a combo. Because I knew it would work.
Here we go. The house is down. Finally. Okay. Fun time. I don't know where you are.
So Marius has the server up. I'm gonna go ahead and get him the code this weekend. We're gonna get it set up so that the 7 days people at least got a 16 server play on until we ever hear back from Doc.
Yeah, I'll help with that.
So
Let's see how much do I have.
I mean, in all honesty, from the way he was talking,
Almost dudes. That's
don't see him starting the server up again for a while. Hmm. Well, he wasn't. I ran it for the last 6 months. Yeah, I know. I'd only hear from him like once a week, if. I mean, he responded when I'd reach out to him, but other than that. But yeah, he's not doing good. He'll get through it, though. I have faith. He got his medical marijuana card. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it doesn't. The hardest part is getting a doctor, finding a doctor that'll do it, and getting in there. So he found the doctor. He paid for the license and everything. And he asked me, he was like, "Hey, I got a receipt for the license, but I don't get my license. How long does that take?" I'm like, a couple weeks. I'll get it in the mail. He's like, "Can I use the receipt at the dispensary?" I don't know, because I got my license, but I really didn't use the dispensary. I still go off of, my dealer, because I get better deals from her. You might want to call him up and find out. It's funny, though. He finally got his license that he's been trying to get for a year. And this year it sounds like we're getting recreational. So he had to spend his $100 and some to see the doctor and his $200 to get the license. And that shit's going to be legal before the end of this year. Our state is so broke they need the tax money. That's why Colorado did it.
And now look at them.
They're overflowing with tax money, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking cities like Denver and Aurora are pulling in so much tax money from it that they're now paying homeless people with weed to clean the streets. And they're doing it. The homeless are picking up the garbage and they're getting paid with weed. I don't think they're giving them actual weed. I think they give them like some kind of what do you call it? No, they give them what do you call it? A voucher that then they can go get it from a store. You know, for every so many bags of garbage or something, it's like, a joint or two. They're fixing all their streets, their schools, they're kicking ass. It is the most educated state in the country, though. There are more people there with a higher education than any other state.
Oops. I fucked up here. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want...
You don't know what?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to build one myself, because...
It's very intimidating. It is very intimidating.
Well, I'm not really intimidated by it. I just don't want to fucking take the time. I just want to get the damn thing, plug it in, update, go.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
Yeah, I've back like years ago, I used to hang out at this computer shop, and I would help them build computers. So the hardware aspect, I can, that's not hard. I know how to fucking replace a motherboard, replace the processor, the heat sink and all that, and I know how to wire it all up. But it's just the software is something I never did.
Well, you really don't have to do anything with the software. The BIOS will be ready to go, especially if you're buying a new motherboard. The only thing you gotta do is install Windows. And what you do is depending if you want to buy it or if you want to pack it, you can buy it digitally and put it on a thumb drive, or you can fucking Microsoft will let you install Windows for free. You just can't activate it without a key, but the whole thing works. There's just a couple of features like background slideshows and shit like that. But you just put it on a thumb drive, and you put that thumb drive in, and the first time you boot it up, it'll go, oh, this hard drive has nothing on it. Oh, this hard drive does. Okay. And then it'll ask you where you want to install Windows, and bam, 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 and it does its thing. It's really simple. But I get you. You want to just open the bitch up and go.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with it.
How much you looking to spend?
That's just it. I mean, probably about 2 Gs. I don't know, man. I need to do something. This one's, I don't know, it's been acting funny. Been a little slower than... I think it's dying.
Mooch. Oh my God. That's what I want. Holy shit. Here you go. Shit. That's ultimate gaming right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the seat even moves and vibrates and rattles and bumps.
Which is that, like 10 grand?
I'm sure it's not cheap.
Oh, hell no. Look at that thing.
Fucking A, man.
And 3 big ass monitors.
Yeah. And they're curved, too. So not only are they set up on a curve, they got a slight curve in the monitor, too. 2 cup holders, you know, when you're doing some serious gaming. Or a cup holder and a bong holder, you know.
See, check this out.
Because they do have some good computers on here, that's why I went on there.
This computer actually isn't, I mean, it's under, well, you know, after tax, it's going to be over $1,000. Like, that's not too bad. That's far beyond what I've got right now.
What's that?
What I just posted in screenshots.
Yeah, Newegg's a good place to go.
Yeah, it's got the Ryzen 7 Gen 2.
Yep. There you go.
Radeon RX 560, you know, freaking 16 gigs DDR.
Yeah, I got the 580, which is 8 gigs, so...
Yeah, they didn't...
That's almost what I got, except I got the 2700X Ryzen 7, which is higher gigahertz. I got the same 16 gigs DDR, and I got the Radeon 580.
Yeah, see, the Radeon 580 wasn't listed on this side.
It's an interesting looking computer. Yeah, they don't. They got. Oh yeah, they do. They got 580. I found it.
Where the fuck are you saying that at?
If you go to gaming desktops,
That's what I'm on.
if you go to Radeon RX 500 and hit the little arrow down,
All I see is
I got 550. I got 550, 560, 570, 580.
I wonder if. Oh, I've got sold only by Newegg.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, and it found 0 that matched that. So there aren't any. Okay, you're right. Who else? So hard on my phone.
I don't know.
Trying to see what the prices on these Asus Predator desktops are, but it doesn't fucking say. Because that's what Emily's got. She's got the laptop version, which is beast, and she paid $2,500. So if she's got a beast of a laptop for $2,500, I would imagine their desktops are going to be about $800 cheaper. Because to get that kind of power in a laptop, you pay a lot more money. Not much.
You look down about halfway of what I posted. They got a Ryzen 7 2700X, 3.7 DDR4, 1279. So you're looking about 1350,
Oh, that
1400.
the ABS one?
Yeah.
Actually, that's not a bad setup.
I posted the whole page of options, but that was the one I was looking at.
Yeah, it's got the 2700X, which is what I got. That's the better Ryzen 7. 10 gigs.
GeForce 1070 Ti.
Yeah, 1070 Ti is nice. That's 8 gigs of RAM on the graphics. 16 gigabytes of DDR 2400 megahertz. Ugh. That Ryzen really needs 3000 megahertz of RAM. I mean, 24 will be good.
Yes, but that one can take the 30, the whatever. He just has to buy it separate. That's the only difference.
Well, if you're getting a 1070, then it's not such a big deal. See, the reason the Ryzen's demand so much more speed on the RAM is because the Ryzen is a CPU GPU. You could run it without a GPU and still run high setting. But if you're also running a high GPU like the 1070 Ti, which is 8 gigs, 24 would probably be okay. But I mean, you could probably get that upgraded. I mean, it's only starting at 1200. It's not a bad looking case either. Comes
Which one
with
you talking about?
this one here. Right there.
Right here.
I just posted it. It just doesn't have a monitor. You'd have to get yourself a monitor, but it does come with a keyboard and a mouse, and it is an RGB keyboard.
What's that mean?
It lights up with colors.
Oh, God. I don't give a shit about that.
How everything is nowadays, yo.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Oh God, you can buy the Fortnite bundle.
Don't get the Fortnite bundle.
Yeah, sorry. So it's like, why don't you like Fortnite? It's like, because I'm not young and I'm not a faggot. I don't know. Pardon my language, streamers. Sorry you had to deal with. No, I'm not sorry. I apologize.
Don't be.
I'm not. I just.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's not a
I'm
bad
used to that.
system, dude.
Creamer again. Where is she?
Alright, I'll be right back.
Yep. That's actually not a bad deal.
Nah, I looked at it. I didn't think it was.
The only thing I would do is upgrade that RAM. He'll probably have to get a DVI converter
Is she
thing
getting up?
because he's got an older computer, so I imagine it's VGA connection on his monitors.
Yeah.
I would just get new monitors at that point if you're able to get a tower for $1,200. Damn, that's that's almost comparable to what I have.
Hope she didn't break the forge.
And like $200 less than what mine cost.
Yeah.
But it is missing the M.2 drive. And I have the 3200 megahertz RAM, which is a huge difference in price. I think that was one of the most expensive parts of my shit. Isn't it? There's the bundles. Yeah, I want to say the do. These motherfuckers.
Alright, I'm back.
You got the Trident Z's back on the fucking motherboard I got. God.
Hold on a second, Desi.
Yeah.
That's a AMD B. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong board. AMD B350 specifications.
So is the Trident Z RAM, is that good?
Yeah, Trident Z-RAM it's RGB. That's not why I wanted it. It's 3200 megahertz. I got Corsair RAM, which is 3200 megahertz too. It just doesn't light up. It's just not
it lights up.
I
I
don't
ain't.
remember what
No.
I was looking for. Looking for.
I don't want that shit if it lights up.
But the one I posted down there is a decent system.
I'll be back in a minute.
The only thing I would say is get better RAM for it, because it's only 2400 to the 3200. I mean, that's almost exactly what I got. I don't know what the motherboard is in there, but
Isn't yeah, I don't.
let's see.
Yeah, I really wish they'd hurry the hell up with my damn income tax return. Shit's pissing me off how long it's.
Oh, the shit's all backwards, man. They're fucking government shutdown.
Berto got his in 10 days.
Yeah, it's because they put them out in blocks, right?
Oh, okay.
So once like 10,000 are ready, then they put out those 10,000. So shit's all fucked up though too from the shutdown. And how did you file? Did you do it electronically?
Yeah, TurboTax shit.
Yeah, they usually only take a week or two.
Yeah, it's been over 2. Said they sent it though. Got a notification email and everything. So 2666 megahertz RAM. That's not good.
If you're going to do a Ryzen 7, you're going to want at least 3000 megahertz or higher. 3200, I think, is the highest they make, which is what I have.
But what if you get 32 gigs of RAM?
That doesn't matter. It's not how much RAM you have, it's how fast your RAM is.
How fast it is? Okay.
Yeah. You do not need more than 16 gigs of RAM. Like, I rarely even use 40% of my RAM. And that's while I'm streaming, have like YouTube pulled up, Discord going, a game going, and running on high graphics. And I still don't use half of that 16 gigs of 3200 megahertz. The higher your gigahertz are on your processor and the higher your megahertz are on your RAM, the faster your system will run and the better it'll run.
Desi, I'm not so sure this thing doesn't have
Huh?
M.2s.
It doesn't. Well, the motherboard might.
The motherboard's showing that it has the M.2
Capability. Right, it doesn't come with one. What I meant.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. For 12
card.
Huh?
What is a capture card?
Okay, so you don't say you have a system that'll play the games good, but if you try to stream or record, it's just too much to play the game and do that.
Okay.
The capture card goes outside of the computer and captures the signal going to your monitor. So it's an after recording. And a lot of people are using them.
I have mine, but I can't seem to get the sound to go through both systems, so I'm just streaming through the
GPU.
Yeah.
So a capture card will allow somebody who's got an absolutely shitty machine to still stream and record. But yeah, this ABS, they're not bad. One of the brands I was looking at. Yeah, see, normally it's a $1,700, so $1,200. That's a pretty good deal.
I'll be back.
No, you won't.
Now, are you getting rid of the computer you guys currently have, or are you just setting this one up differently? I mean, are you needing new
No,
monitors?
Well, I'm most likely. Well, actually, I'll have to get a new monitor because this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe it completely, do a factory reboot.
Yeah.
Because this, my mom plays on it too, so I don't
Right.
want to. I'm not just going to get a new computer and leave her,
Hanging.
hanging.
Right.
So it's acting funny, but I think it just needs to be cleaned out. Just fresh start with it.
Well, you should reinstall Windows every couple of years, actually. Windows breaks down.
I'll be right back.
Like Linus Tech Tips, they say reinstall your operating system and redo your thermal paste every 2 years to get the longevity out of your system. But it's such a pain in the ass to reinstall Windows, especially when you have a lot of shit on your computer. So you're going to need monitors and all that too, huh?
Yeah.
Those are only like, you can get $100 monitors. They're not that bad. Like if you want to do 2 monitors, I'd get you one nice one and then some cheap $50 smaller monitor for your secondary, you know?
I'll call them a TV monitor.
Or you could use those, yeah.
No, I mean, like, I watch TV on it. It's not actually a TV monitor.
Well, my main monitor is 27 inches. I watch Netflix on all the time, movies and shit. Fucking hugest monitor I've ever had.
Jeez, talk about your inches more, Dizzy.
The only Dell product I've ever liked is my monitor. Because they make shitty computers, let me tell you. I've seen more Dell motherboards go down than any other company, any other brand.
Back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Well, good morning.
Hey.
It's,
You trying to find a computer, Lurch?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just send me some money. I'll build you a computer.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me $500. I'll build you a computer. I'll give you a 1080 Ti. Once I find mine.
That's $500 right there.
Well, I'll have a 1080 here soon. Once I find my 1080 Ti, I'll have a 1080. That's done. Shit.
Yeah, we got to get them something so we can start PvPing, because that's what the people want to watch, man. They don't want to watch PvE.
I do. I don't like PvP.
I know, but that's not what the thousands and millions of people want to watch. Like right now, the biggest videos on YouTube are Fortnite, Apex.
Apex is garbage, though.
I know. And so is Fortnite.
Fortnite's horrible, too. Unless you're 10 years old and want to fucking hear a bunch of kids.
They're the most watched. Like, you'll post a video and you'll get like 500,000 views. 500,000 views is like $5,000 to $10,000.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, you get 1 million views. It's like, depending on how your channel's monetized and how long your video is and how many ads pop up, you're talking anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 for 1 million views.
On your desk, no? For tomorrow for those PVC. No?
You have their credit card receipt still.
No, I put it right there.
And that's what everybody's watching is fucking Rust, Fortnite, GTA, Apex.
But
At-
GTA, they're watching those heavily modded videos. Those like heavily modded GTA sessions.
Yeah, and that's private servers. You can only do that on a private server. Rockstar goes after any servers that are up, that are open to the public, that are modded, I guess.
What would be better, Windows 10 Premium or Professional?
In your case, it won't matter.
Just buy Windows 10 Home. That shit's fucking $89 at some place.
The only difference between the Windows is like Professional is for people that are like doing IT and shit like that. You don't need that. There's not much features between Home and Professional that are very different. Now, the start window might look a little different, but they do 99% of the same shit. And there's just a few things that Professional has in it that Home doesn't. And again, it's for like people that are doing IT stuff, shit like that.
We have RGB mouse pads.
Yep, I used to have one.
You gotta have the RGB mouse pad.
Actually, I still have it, but it doesn't work half the time. That's why I quit using it. And they're huge. They're not like a normal mouse pad size.
They sell Stream Decks on Sidex. Stream Deck. I guess that's like you press a button and it does shit.
Yeah,
the Elgato Stream Deck.
Yeah, it's got like 6 buttons on it. You can program them for the different, so you can go to Twitch, YouTube, whatever.
I ain't worried about that shit.
Nope.
I think I'll hold off on buying monitors.
Like I said, you can get them cheap, eBay.
Yeah, well, my dad gets them all the time in lockers too.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got the one I've got now. It's a good one. It's an Acer. Had it for years.
Because I don't think I paid but $120 for this 27-inch one I got. That's fucking gorgeous. 1080 and all that shit. And like I said, there's $40, $50 ones on there too. Cheap ones for your secondary. I would get 2. You're gonna get a whole new system.
Right now, this computer I've got is beast compared to what I've got. You know, it's only 1820, but it's got like a Ryzen 5 in it instead of a 7.
5s are still nice.
Let me get the people from there and pause.
I had a 2600X sitting in a closet.
But you just buy shit and then...
I try not to, but I stopped buying a bunch of shit and holding on to it. Now I just hold on to the stuff I do have. I had to stop
constantly upgrading.
Well, yeah, because I'd never done this before, so now it's my first time doing it, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna keep buying the stuff I want until I get it like I want it. And then the shit sits in the closet, and then nothing ever happens to it. That's why when you were like, I'm building a computer, I'm like, here, all this stuff, take it. Fuck. My wife's like, what are you doing with all this? I'm like, I don't know, holding on to it.
Oh, I appreciate it. That graphics card, that M.2, and that fucking case, really fucking nice. Came in handy.
I'm gonna try to build another computer. I'm trying to get my case down from that monster ass fucking 570 down to like a micro.
The only thing about the micros, I worry about heat. Unless you liquid cool.
Well, I'm gonna liquid cool it.
Yeah, do a micro fish tank, bro.
That's the only way to do it is a micro with the AIOs.
With the mineral, no, put it in the mineral oil.
What?
Fish tanks.
It's a fish tank. You could submerge the whole motherboard, everything in mineral oil. Mineral oil does not conduct electricity. The fans will still spin. Everything still works.
What? I'm googling this shit.
You've never heard of like a fucking
The
fish
only-
tank computer?
The only drawback is if you
I barely built a computer this year. This is my first PC that I've ever built and
I'm
played on.
sorry. I thought you were. Yeah, never mind.
The only drawback to them is if you got to change something, you've got to pull it out and let it drip off for like a day. You know, let the fucking oil drip off of it. Takes
I've heard that once it goes in, it ain't coming out.
No, my buddy's got one, and every now and again he'll like upgrade parts. You know, when he upgraded his RAM, so he had to pull it out and hang it on a pole for like 8 hours and let that fucker just rip.
That's so gross.
That's crazy.
You could also use denatured water.
Yeah, they have a type of water that's
If it's completely if it's completely denatured, there's no minerals in it to conduct electricity. It's not the water that conducts electricity. It's the little pieces of
It's the minerals inside of it.
Yeah, it's the little pieces of iron and this and that.
So you can literally take every computer component and stick it in mineral oil, and it's fine?
Yeah, because it doesn't conduct electricity. It's non-conductive.
ultimate cooling, bro.
That's fucking nuts. Like, I'm looking at a picture and there's literally a fish tank with a fucking motherboard and a PSU in it, sitting in the fucking water.
And you can even put the rocks and the little scuba diving man and the bubbles and all that shit in there like a fish tank.
That's crazy, dude.
Uh-huh. Will never overheat, ever.
Mind blow.
Yeah, exactly. This shit's fucking insane.
It's actually pretty cool how the heat diffuses through the oil. I used to sit there and watch my buddies, because one of my friends built one of these. And the heat will diffuse off the CPU and GPU into the oil, and it makes like waves and stuff.
Yeah, you
it's
can.
really trippy.
Yeah, you can see it. It's like kind of reminds me of the lava lamp, but it's not colored. You can see the wave moving through. It is the wildest thing.
This is fucking bad. You should not let me look on the internet.
I gotta go to the store. I'll be back here in a bit.
All right.
Get some 40s and cigarettes, bro.
Another cool thing I've seen is people taking those mini fridges and turning that into a tower.
I've seen a smoker case for a little electric smoker.
Yeah.
Because they already have a fan port on the back. It's pretty nice.
That's just still fucking nuts to me that you put the mineral oil. I'm sitting here Googling and I'm just like, this is fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I seriously had to fight making one of those. Like, it was in every fiber of my being, that was going to be the next machine I put together. But
I wanted one bad, but after my buddy got one, I saw the drawbacks. He's had to replace his tank twice. No, he replaced it once. He had to fix a leak on it once, and then it leaked again.
all the vibration, constant vibration of all the fans and stuff, like, causes, like, just basically the quarter edges to...
So what he found was, if you bought a better fish tank instead of a cheap one, they seem to has had no problems since. But then, like I said, every time he wants to upgrade his RAM or he got a new part,
you gotta let it drip dry forever.
Yeah, and it's oil, so it doesn't dry in the air. It's slow. It's not water. It's not going to drip off in an hour. It takes hours. And still, after hours, it's still got oil.
Yeah, you have to wipe it down, like, rigorously.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass when he wants to do anything hardware-wise. But it runs really nice.
I don't know how much better it would run than, like, my liquid-cooled computer, but...
Way better, because even the motherboard's cool.
Dude, you can overclock them motherfuckers. Dude, nutty shit.
Yeah, because see, your liquid cooling is only cooling your CPU, but there are other chips on your board that can get hot and slow down the performance.
That's why I have my AIO 3 fans on top and 2 on the bottom, and then 1 in the back.
And that's why these new motherboards have heat sinks all over them too. They're little mini heat sinks here and there, because there's the BIOS chip and then the other chips that they heat up too. So when you put that fucker in the liquid, everything is cool.
I don't trust myself.
Same with using the mini fridges, but the drawback of the mini fridges is you have to have them on the lowest setting, because if they get too cold, condensation can start happening on the motherboard, on the parts.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, then you get condensation, and it's over.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't trust myself to do this. I don't feel like ruining a $2,000 computer just for fun.
Watching like a twin fucking SSI 1080i just submerging into the oil and just.
Yeah. Oh, it's scary.
Ah.
It's
I have
scary.
aneurysm if something went wrong. I don't have that much money. I'm not that fucking well off yet.
Right. And with my luck, I'd get some fucking mineral oil that's got water in it and shit. It's some par shit.
Some Chinese mineral oil.
Yeah.
Fucking water hits and it fucking fries my computer. And I'm like, fuck. Well, there goes $2,800. Never mind. I don't get to play computer games ever again now.
Dude, I wanna build a table so I can like stabilize acrylics and shit. I've been wanting to make some big glass plates and like make a custom tank, like maybe 300, 400 gallons.
I grew up with a almost 800-gallon fish tank in my house.
Dude, oh my god, I would lose my fucking mind. Some of the shit I catch, man. Like,
I loved it. We had fish all the time at fucking home.
I really, really, really want a 40-pound pet catfish. Like, really fucking bad. Yeah, dude, they're so fucking awesome.
Just kind of lay there.
They're freshwater sharks, bro.
Yeah.
Especially flatheads, dude. Fucking gnarly looking. Like the patterns on them are true.
Discords. Fuck it up.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. Because I just looked at my phone just to see what it was. And
Hold on, dude. Hold on. I got picked. I ain't talking to shit.
what is Lurch trying to get?
He don't really know. He's not computer savvy, you know.
Well, if you get how fast is he trying to do this? Because
When his taxes, he's waiting on his tax return. He's looking to spend about $2,000. So we were looking at rigs. That one I posted at the bottom of screenshots ain't bad. It's almost comparable to what I have, except the RAM's only 2400 instead of
Like that, Des.
Damn! Did you go noodling?
Nah, I'd yank that out with a rod, but if I had that in a tank, dude, I'd be...
But all they do is just kind of sit there. They're not like an active fish, you know?
Until you throw like a freaking pound bluegill in there every like 6 months and get to watch the magic happen.
We had, well, my uncle had them. Fuck are those things called from the Amazon? Piranhas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things are interesting. So, like, if you feed them a bunch of goldfish for a while, they start getting this color of the goldfish on them.
Yeah. Most Amazonian shit does.
Yeah, whatever pigments in the prey that they eat.
It's same thing for Arapaima. Have you ever heard of those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard of primers.
Yeah, they get that.
Badass.
They get that crazy red sheen because they eat crayfish, and the red from the crayfish actually absorbs into there. It's awesome shit. I didn't know that about goldfish and piranhas, though, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets this gold color. It starts like behind the gills and then works across the belly and stuff and comes up a little bit. Like, not the whole fish, but you get like this tinge of this goldfish color.
That's like one of the best flathead baits is carp. So a lot of guys use huge goldfish, dude. I'm talking like hand-sized goldfish. These guys are going and buying like the $4 or $5 a single goldfish at the store, taking it down and hooking this bitch up, catching fish.
Did a lot of fishing as a kid. I haven't done that shit in years.
Dude, we're about 420 weekend. We go up to Clam Lake and we fish sturgeon.
Yeah, I did that one. Did that one time out in San Diego.
Oh yeah, they got some white sturgeon. Other things are dinosaurs.
Yeah, they are the ugliest looking fish you've ever seen, and you can only keep it if it's in between. It's got to be bigger than this, but smaller than that. Because if it's not this big, then it's too young to keep. And if it's gotten to this big, then it's protected because it's so old.
Right. Yeah, a fish that size will outbreed like hundreds.
Yeah.
What about...
They're a big fucking fish. We used to do a lot of pike fishing up in Michigan, northern pike.
What about that size?
God damn. That was a big catfish. I ain't never
That's a sturgeon.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah, it's a
yeah, it
lizard.
is. Yeah, it is. I see it now.
Armor-plated bitch.
Uh-huh. Holy fuck.
Dude, that thing was 100 pounds. I blew my shoulder out catching that fish because usually all the guys up there that are fishing off this big bridge we go to, because they spawn in this river that comes in off the lake.
So
they
that's
always...
a freshwater sturgeon?
Yeah, that's a lake sturgeon.
I didn't know those existed.
There's lakes and then there's white sturgeon. And then they got like beluga and shit, which is where they get like $high caviar and stuff.
Yeah.
That's over, like in Russia.
Right.
That shit's all protected. So is our sturgeon, but we still hook them up. Let them go.
Ugly fish. The only fish uglier than that I've ever seen is a gar.
The only fish I have ever had fight like that fish is either grouper or tarpon, and that's saltwater. And I mean, that's it, man.
Yeah, come play with the alligator gar in Texas.
Yeah, the gars are fucking. Oof.
They're mean little bastards.
Not really. We used to swim at this fucking swimming hole, and there had gar in it, and you could see them. We called it Aqua Blue. It was an old limestone strip quarry.
They're really docile.
Yeah, they'd swim right past you. They would, but if you fuck with them, they can be aggressive. But we were swimming with them all the time, and this place was so clear you could see the wall. You could see the bottom 30, 40 feet down.
You said it was a rock quarry? Yeah, those are sweet to swim in.
It was an old limestone strip quarry, so it had like these strip channels of water with cliffs, and you could jump off the cliffs into the deep, beautiful blue water, and you could see everything. And there was gar up in there, and there was
Sweet.
Yeah, there's a Boy Scout camp there where they canoe and shit up and down these little channels. We would sneak in there and go swimming. We weren't supposed to be in there. But yeah, there was gar in there. There was some ugly looking fucking fish. It looks like some kind of turtle had sex with, I don't know.
I grew up in Georgia. I've caught a couple, though. Bottlenose gar.
I don't know what kind they are here. I just know that they're called gar.
You got long nose and alligator gar.
We just got alligator gar here.
I think they might be alligator gar. I just know they're ugly as fuck.
Stubby nose.
Yep, it's the alligator gar. It's got this real long fucking alligator snout.
Yeah, and a bunch of fucking teeth that hurt like a motherfucker when they try you.
I ain't never been bit.
Oh, I've never been bit. I don't even go near the water. Fuck the water.
Like I said, we used to swim with them.
It's their greatest weakness, man. I saw an old timer one time just ripping him out of a fucking creek bed with a fucking pantyhose on his line. Like, and a fucking...
That's crazy.
The moment they'd lay into that thing, they would just wrap up in it, and he would just haul him right in. Those big ass teeth get caught in that like pantyhose line and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That guy was a maverick.
Now we used to go northern pike. We used to go fishing for pike. And those things are weird. They're pretty big too.
I can't stand the smell of them, man. That shit fucks with me. It's like a weird pickle. Ugh.
They taste good though.
I really think so. I'm not a. I like walleye. That's my favorite kind of pike.
The weird thing about them is like, all right, so we'd go out on a boat, and they'd bite your bait, and they'd get hooked, and they wouldn't move. They wouldn't like run with it, you know. They just sit there. So if you didn't tug the northern pikes, they'd bite your fucking hook, and you'd get like a nibble, and you'd think that would be it, and they were actually hooked. and they just would sit there under your boat. So you had to tug at your line every now and again to see if you had something on there. Then when you started reeling them in, they get feisty and fight like a motherfucker.
Yeah, dude.
But at first, when they'd get hooked, they wouldn't run with it. Like a bass, they hit that hook and they try to run. They wouldn't do that.
What's crazy when you see they're that big, like when I caught that sturgeon, my rod was peeling, dude, like screaming and just jerking and jerking, but you look down at this fish and it's literally just slowly snaking through the water, like barely even moving, you know what I mean? It just blows your fucking mind how violent it is on your end, but for him, he's just barely cruising.
Well, he's just a big giant muscle.
Yep.
Got nothing but torque.
We're going, dude, 2 more months. We're going, it's gonna happen. It happens every year.
You used to also go fishing for rainbow trout up Upper Peninsula of Michigan's got some really good fishing.
That's probably my preferred freshwater food.
Rainbow trout. So goody.
Just freaking gut them out, cut out that like little mud vein in the back, stuff them all full of dill and limes and butter, and wrap them all up tenfold and throw them.
All right, girls, we gotta get packed up.
Well, you going home?
Yeah. Fucking sitting in this empty house, dude. It's empty. It's clean. I painted the kitchen. My niece, I gave her the fucking fridge and stove because people bought the house. They're bringing they're bringing in brand new appliances.
Fucking rich people.
He's living in a Blink-182 song.
So there's no fridge. There's no stove. I got toilet paper, a jug of water, some yogurt, and my bag. That's it. And my cat. And my cat.
He's surviving off base supply.
Well, I sold my house. The close on the 15th next month.
Damn, that's fast.
Yeah. These people are like I said, they're buying 3 houses right now. And she's already sold them 5 houses in the last year.
Oh, they're flippers.
No, they rent them.
What?
Yeah, it's this old guy and lady, and they live in Florida, and they've got like 15, 16 properties up here that they rent, mostly apartment buildings. They just started getting into renting out houses.
Yeah, we call them snowbirds.
Uh-huh.
We can't stand them people.
So yeah, they just rent shit out, and they're not taking out a loan to buy any of this. They're paying in cash. They're investing, basically.
Taking their retirement.
Yeah, they're using their retirement funds, and then this gives them an income, because they bought my house.
Trying to fuck with a 401k.
Right. They used to be, I guess, heavily invested in the stock market, and in 2008 they lost a lot, so they started buying up houses. Well, first they started with apartment buildings. So that's where they're banking their money, and then they make, I guess, shit, if you buy the houses outright like they're doing, you have no mortgage on them. The only thing you got to do is maintenance.
Yeah, so it's a lot cheaper than...
Yeah, so they'll probably charge about $1,100-1,200 a month for this house in rent.
They'll put that back in their pocket within 10 years. Put the house back in their pocket then.
Right.
Which is nuts if you think about it. Like, you think you pay 30 years for a fucking house. And by the time I'm done paying for my house, I'm going to pay $897,000 almost for my house.
Yeah, you almost pay like 1.5 times after all that financing and shit.
Yeah, mine's 2 times what I pay for my house.
Yeah, depending on would you take a 30-year?
Yeah, I took a 30-year at 3.3%.
It's actually not bad of a percentage.
No, I have one of the lowest percentages with all the people I work with. It's insane though. Like, I look at my house and I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. Like, the same reason people buy stuff, they're renting all this shit out. Like in cities, it's everywhere here in Eau Claire because it's a college town. Once you start filling up and you have, like, the population starts, like, cranking how it is in this country, like, one of the most finite resources becomes space, you know, and like like that's what I keep telling my wife. It's almost impossible to buy a house in the city in Eau Claire. It's almost impossible.
We call it meal. We got those. You have to order.
Especially if it has acreage and stuff, it's not gonna happen.
Oh, we tried by acreage in Texas. It's almost $20,000 an acre right now. And there's Texas is fucking land. That's all there is.
Our problem here is the farmers. You know, you have like a 20-acre plot that's right on the corner of their 150 that's already there. Goes up for sale, and they just immediately snatch that shit.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I come from a farm though, so I know what that's like. I came from 7,300 acres.
That's what I got a farmer friend that gives me rides all the time.
Well, then you know, man, like farmers aren't rich people. Like
no.
It's like an equity thing, you know.
In fact, this year he's going to lose money because over half his crops are soybean.
Oh yeah, that shit's garbage right now.
Well, that's because of the trade bullshit.
The tariffs right now.
Yeah. Yep. And he's
you have the only thing that's worth anything is cotton right now, which good luck growing cotton anywhere else.
Now he makes about 120 a year.
Yeah,
but you got to remember
that's a quarter of what he invested.
Right. He's still got he owns his own combine. He's got he doesn't rent or pay.
Right. It's all equity, man. Like these guys accumulate all this equipment and land and stuff over the years, and then once they're done, they cash everything out.
And he's got what used to be his dad's farm, what used to be his grandfather's farm, his own farm he started while his parents were still alive. His son now has property, so he's taken what used to be a small family farm and turned it into this. In fact, some of his farmland ain't even by his house. It's like 5 miles away.
Oh yeah, I know that. That's like
so. Him and his
parts of Texas where you have people that have 20,000 acres, but it's throughout 2 towns.
Right. So him and his son farm it all together. But they own all the equipment. I mean, like I said, he's got his own combines, dump trucks.
Oh yeah,
to carry the grain.
We had 18-wheelers, fucking combines, plows, fucking
Emza was talking about moving to Texas. I was telling her about the tigers and shit. Like,
well, you fucked with her?
No, I was just telling her about the tigers and stuff. Like, there's more tigers in the state of Texas than there are in the wild of the world, man. Like, places.
Fuck that.
Own place.
The only thing that bothered me in Texas were the fire ants. Fuck them things.
What's
those
fire
little
ants?
The fire ants? Fuck
fire
those.
Ants. Fuck rattlesnakes.
I can deal with the rattles.
No, fuck that. You can until you fucking find a 3-inch rattlesnake that could kill you.
That's why you wear boots, man.
It don't matter.
As long as they strike low, you're good.
Yeah, as long as you wear rattlesnake boots, you're fine. But you wear boots, you're fucked.
We had these boots that were like really thick.
Yeah, we call them snake boots.
Yeah, that's
they're just like extra.
They can't bite through them.
Yeah, they're extra thick leather boots.
Snake boots, brother. Hand me some.
But they're like the rubber water boots, but they were real thick. You know,
there's only one person that's got more of a southern twang in this area than that's on here right now, and his name's Maurice.
And he's north.
He's not even north.
Sam.
Yeah,
you're in the true south. The true south, the deep south.
But it's north of you.
Everything's north of Terrell. Everything's north of me. I'm in freaking I'm in South America pretty much.
I used to live in San Antonio, and then we lived on San Pedro Island, Corpus Christi. That was like
Padre Island.
Yeah, South Padre Island. That was back in like 80.
The shithole of Texas, other than Killeen, Texas.
It wasn't a shithole back then.
No, now it is. You go there and it's dirty fucking dead fish on the shore and fucking smells like fucking refineries. I hate that shit.
We lived right there on the island right after you come across that fucking weird long ass bridge. You go out forever and then all of a sudden you go way up and over and then back down and it turns.
Yeah, and then they either make a left and go up the island or go straight, and that's where all the residents were.
Yeah, well, right there we lived. And there wasn't much back then. There was like a 7-Eleven and a gas station.
There still isn't much.
I wouldn't imagine. There's not much room to grow there, and most of it's like a state park or something, ain't it?
It's just a nature land. We call it nature preserves. There's nothing like you can't do anything. It's not like anywhere else in the U.S. where it's a national forest and you see houses in it. Here it's like natural land, and it's like, don't touch it, stay out of it.
Well, I know they let people drive up and down the beach and camp there, but
it's very restricted.
Right.
You gotta have an HOV, which is an off-highway vehicle tag, and it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, we lived there for a while.
We're going to Maryland in March, and I told my wife, I'm like, we may just end up moving to Maryland.
That's when my mom got tired of moving around the world with my dad in the military. So when he got stationed in Texas for the last year they were married, she's like, I ain't living on base. So we moved to San Antonio, and she didn't like it there, so then we moved to Corpus Christi.
I didn't like Corpus. Corpus is nasty.
She liked it because of the ocean. She liked it, But then she finally said, fuck it. Brought us back to Chicago.
I just don't know if I could do the snow.
Dude, fuck the snow. I would live in a place with 15 feet of snow before I ever went to Chicago again. Man, the place straight up frightens me.
Why?
I grew up in fucking Atlanta, man. Like near Atlanta, north.
Atlanta's worse. Yeah, Atlanta is worse. There's more crime in Atlanta. You have a higher chance of being mugged, shot, robbed, car stole.
Murder rate in Chicago is like ridiculous.
No.
Not even the worst.
No, Chicago's not even in the top 10 for murder rates.
Baltimore's in the top 5.
Right. What makes it seem bad is because of the amount. But when you take in consideration there are 3 million people in the city of Chicago and another 7 million people surrounding Chicago, then the percentage is actually not that high.
It's actually safer than most places.
Right. And most of the violence in Chicago is in one area, and that's all south of downtown.
It's all gangland.
It's the old industrial part, so it's where the poor people live.
That's where I lived.
Yep. That's where I grew up.
I've never even been to Chicago.
That's where I grew up. Where they filmed Shameless, it's called Back of the Yards. That's where I grew up. It's not too far from O'Hare or Midway Airport. It's on the south, just south. It's not far from the museums and shit.
I'll tell you though, I flew into Atlanta, and I flew into O'Hare in Atlanta, and I was terrified of Atlanta.
Yeah, O'Hare's on a rich side of town.
I hated Atlanta. Atlanta sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of flat and all drawn out with some hills, and people are just like all sweating and running to where they need to fucking go.
Yeah.
And I was even in Norcross, which is north of Atlanta, like 10, 15 miles.
Yeah, I know where I was. I was living in Canton for some time, up where Alpharetta.
Yeah, I don't know Atlanta. I went there for a work.
Northburb.
A company thing, and that's all I did. I didn't fuck with that town. I thought I was going to die when I went to the gas station. I was like, nope. I'll just stay at my hotel and relax.
Just be really aware and don't make eye contact with anyone.
Well, yeah, but you can't take a gun anywhere when you're flying like that.
Yeah, you can. It's just you got to put it in a lock.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that shit.
With fucking, it's got to be padlocked or some bullshit.
It's got to be trigger locked and padlocked in the box, and no ammunition in the magazine.
Right.
Like, fuck you. Like, fuck all that drama. I'm not gonna deal with that.
Wow.
I always tell people, like, the highest survival rate weapon is running.
Run. Not most people aren't gonna chase you.
Shotgun. That's my protection. 3 a.m. someone breaks in. I don't even have to really open my eyes to fucking aim.
Just guess and just pull. You have 5 chances most of the time.
Just vaporizes the pet.
What you?
Some good old buckshot. I'd take care of them. Close quarters. Woo.
Oh, what? You don't use PDX rounds, bro?
I wish.
You don't want to fuck up the bore of your shotgun, bro?
Nah. I got a nice Ithaca 12 gauge, man.
What? You don't have an Ithaca, really?
Yeah.
Where'd
I've
you
had
get
it.
that?
My dad bought it for me when I was like 12.
Oh, that's super cool.
You got
I've
the most
had-
redneck shotgun there is.
It's old. I've had it forever. And then I also have a Screaming Eagle compound bow from when I was like, I was probably 14 when he bought that. We used to do a lot of
boy.
hunting when I grew up. We used to do a lot of
Yeah, I shoot a Bowtech Assassin now, man. Like, they've came a long way with that shit.
Oh, bows are insane. I
Yeah,
never messed with a bow and arrow until last year on my birthday. My wife took me to a bow and arrow like shooting range. I was like, holy
Did
fuck.
you do a video shoot?
No, fuck no. You could fucking wound someone with that shit like severely.
yeah, compound bows. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's like nothing, and it's like it like went like sunk the arrow like halfway through a fucking styrofoam block. I'm like, holy fuck.
Kidding me, man? Like,
I've
it's all-
seen
it's all
those
about
arrows
center
go.
mass.
I've seen those arrows go through a deer.
Yeah, man, center of mass. Like, if you hit a dead flat surface with that arrow and that broadhead opens up, it's just gonna clear everything, and that arrow's going right.
Yeah. Yeah, because those hunting tips are not like the practice tips.
No, they're like fucking razor blades.
Yeah. And if you don't hit a bone and you get right clean through that rib cage, she'll go right through that fucking deer.
That's insane though. I
But
was like,
you
my
got to
mind
be a
was like,
lot.
wow.
You got to be a lot closer than with a gun.
Oh yeah, you fucking. You're not doing a fucking. You're not killing a deer from 400 yards away.
Nope. You got to be
Yeah,
like,
sense a huge factor.
yep. That's why
It's
everybody.
actually hunting.
That's why a lot of people. Yeah, and that's why a lot of people though do it in deer stands, which to me is away from it.
Fuck that. You're a pussy if you got a
There,
hide.
wait.
Go out there and do it the right way.
The only time. The only time my dad ever used a stand is when he would go bear hunting.
Oh my
Oh,
god, guys.
I would hide in a
Good.
fucking stand for a bear too, though. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I will legitly say I have stalked deer on foot, and it takes like fucking hours.
Yes, it does. And then if you don't put that deer down right away and just like wound him, but he'll bleed out and he'll run for a fucking mile, and you gotta fucking track his ass down and then drag his ass out of the woods. Oh my god, it's such a pain.
Man, we have like 120 that we have access to up by my lady's grandparents, and that place is like a fucking deer farm. Just sit up there and count 2-3 fucking dozen deer eating off a cornfield right next to their property.
Well, there's why. You got cornfields right next to it.
Yep.
Oh, there's so much agriculture around here, man.
Oh, yeah.
This is Buffalo County is biggest bucks in the United States, bro. Look at that,
What state is that?
Buffalo, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the agricultural zone of this state is fucking massive, dude.
Well, yeah, there's nothing there. There's like 10 people.
Yeah. Well, the whole southern part of the state's flat, like Illinois. It's not till you hit the Kettle Moraine does it get hilly.
Yeah, where all the glaciers and shit cut through. But to be fair, dude, this is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in the fucking United States.
Oh, yeah, that way is gorgeous.
Like, you get up north, like, dead of winter in the pines and shit, like, hearing the wolves howl and shit while you're tracking fucking blood trails, like, you feel fucking alive. Fucking 40 wind in your fucking face.
And you got fucking things that'll eat your ass alive. But yeah, no. Yup. The only closest thing we have is hog. If you hear a hog, it's 300-400 pound hog coming at you, you're gonna be running the other fucking way too.
Unless you have an assault rifle.
Well, yeah, but I'm still wouldn't fucking tempt my luck.
No, them fucking
It's a
those
lot of bacon, bro. Just saying.
those boars, they're
A lot of
fucking nasty, dude.
bacon. A lot of nasty bacon.
Yeah, there's
Tastes
not
like
much bacon
leather.
on it.
Tastes like
Yeah.
leather.
Them boars are nasty.
Yeah, you gotta brine them, man.
You gotta kill the babies. And then kill the adults and just leave the fucking adults in the field and fuck them. There's no use in a 300-pound pig.
If you make sausage.
I'll send it all to you. We kill them all the time. We just leave them laying.
Yeah,
Fuck
they're
that. You
they're a
just-
nuisance animal down there.
I will
Yeah, they're a
come
nuisance
down there.
animal in
I will
Texas.
come down there and you point where the fuck they are.
And I'll take you to all of them.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's all you have to do. You just gotta point at the patch of fucking woods where they live. I'll handle some shit.
They'll kill you,
can have
man.
them all. You can
They-
have them all.
They fucking maim your leg with them fucking teeth.
Bro, I am gonna come out wearing a fucking leather jacket.
Come out wearing that leather pig jacket, fucking strutting.
You fucking know my name. Munchie.
So you're going to come out in a leather jacket, strutting like a $2 whore.
You gotta wear a leather jacket in Texas. Whew.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that was
Fuck that. Alright.
You can wear. Hey, go ahead and wear your leather jacket in Texas. You'd be a $2 whore.
It gets hot there, man. We cooked an egg on the fucking parking lot there. It's fucking hot.
Oh, you were there during winter then.
They come somewhere you can get them without the forklift. They come somewhere out there.
The old man that showed us that, he goes, yo, sometimes it gets so hot you can do it on the sidewalk. Like, the fuck?
Depends on where you are in Texas.
This was in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah. You go down to cook an egg on the fucking asphalt, no problem.
Yep.
Where I'm at, good luck.
All I remember is that year we were there, it was so fucking hot.
He's got 2 minutes. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna stick around for fucking hours on waiting on someone to come cook us some shit. I got shit to do.
Got games to play.
We can load them by hand. Stick them out here. They can load them by.
All I remember of Texas, it was so hot. This 1 week, nobody even went to the pool.
Because the water's 90 degrees.
Yeah! It's so fucking hot that nobody used the pool.
In West Texas, on where we grew cotton, it was 120 some days.
Shoo.
Well, like with the temperature, like the heat advisory, it was like 120 degrees.
Now, see, that's what sucks about here. We'll get those temps in the summer. We'll get 110, 115 degree days. But then in the winter, like, last week we had minus 38.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I don't do that kind of shit. No. I stay to my.
I'll take the snow all day long. It's when it gets too cold to snow that shit sucks.
Yeah, when it's like minus 40 and shit, your tires won't even stick to the road. You're literally just out there on a death sled, is how I feel. I'll be like driving to go pick up a bag and there's like 2 feet of snow on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Right.
This was in the bed of the pickup.
This was the other delivery.
Yeah.
I never used. Oh.
So whatever special ed motherfucker went last time is an idiot.
All right, I got to pack up. My sister's going to be here in about 10, 15 minutes.
Yep, I'm going home.
Oh, I'll be home. God, I hate this drive. It sucks because on the train it takes about an hour and 45 minutes.
How long?
3. But we taking the train, but what sucks about that is the cat. They don't like the train. They freak out the whole time. Yeah, we got the only high-speed rail. Luckily, between Chicago and Springfield, it's high-speed rail. But there's all these little towns, so yeah, it's high speed, but every time it comes into a town, it's got to slow down to 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, Austin has a high-speed train, but every intersection it slows down to 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, so you'll just get up to speed and get going for 10 minutes, and then you got to slow down. Then it gets back up to speed again. I don't know why they didn't make the rail go around all these little towns, because it's not stopping in them. It's just going through them. So, all right, I'll be on tonight. Probably about 3 hours or so from now.
Well, I won't be on tonight. I'll talk to you tomorrow, senor.
Yeah.
By the time you get on, I'll be asleep.
Well, tonight I'm gonna maybe work with Marius and get all the code from the 7 Days and Chill server to his. And,
Oh, Maurice, you bought a server?
Yeah.
I was gonna talk to y'all about doing that, but since Maurice already jumped the gun, no money from me.
Well, I told him to set up a page. I told Maurice to set up a Patreon so that donators can donate to him to help pay for the server until we know what's going on with Doc.
Well, now I'll give Maurice my Patreon because I just canceled my Doc.
Yeah. Now, Maurice, it's something you're going to have to figure out. Are you going to let the people that donated to Doc still get their stuff? Or are they going to have to redonate to you to get their, you know what I'm saying? That's something you got to work out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at on that.
Yeah, but you need to get a Patreon set up because if you're going to do this, you're going to need that to help pay for it.
Yeah, because it's expensive. Well, it's only, I looked at the server the other day. It was only about $40 a month.
Depends on which way you go. You could be going $30, $60, somewhere in between.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Lurch what he was paying just to get an idea. But
I think he's paying around
Maurice has
30.
already done it. Then I'll just give Maurice my Patreon that I was giving Doc.
Yeah.
Once you set it up.
Because talking to Doc the other day, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon that he restarts a server. He's got too much shit to worry about.
No, yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I just canceled my donation. Because I was like, I'm not just going to keep dumping money into something that's not going anywhere.
Right. So
I think he's had enough.
Yep. But if we can keep the 7 Days and Chill community together by, you know, one of us paying for it, but the donations go to that person to pay for the server.
No, yeah, I'm sure people will still donate.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I'll put money back into it.
Right.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm almost willing to, but I don't know how.
Don't know how what.
I know we've got the list and all, but I'm just wondering who, what, why, when, or where.
What do you mean?
Who stopped? Yeah.
Honestly, the way I would deal with it, I would be like, yes, this is still under the 7 Days and Chill umbrella, but this is a different server being hosted by a different person. If you want to be a donator, you'll have to donate to this, you know, and have them donate to you. And setting up a Patreon is really easy. You can use PayPal, and they can just payments will go to your PayPal.
And I would make it where that one-time donation, you get like little stuff, because that one-time donation they get stuff that's like forever.
Well, I always said the way it should be. You want to do $20, $30 the first month, then it should be $5 a month after that to keep your stuff.
Yeah, I donated $30 a month.
Right.
But I don't care about that. It's to keep something that I told you before, it's to keep something that I enjoy doing.
Right.
Man, you fucking think I'm skinny or something?
So, yeah, when I get home tonight, we'll start working on that. We'll get it set up. It'll have all the same mods and everything.
Is it going to be 16 or 17?
16. We have a 17 server. So
I know, but that's just so fucking hard to play on because of how high he has the fucking zombie count.
Yeah.
I get killed like 5 times a night, and I'm like, what in the fuck?
No, we'll do all the same coding. It'll be set up exactly like Doc's was, and then if Maurice wants to tweak it, we can go from there. That way, it'll keep these people at least together for now until we know what the fuck's going on.
Well, I think we lost a few, but they were just a lot of pictures.
Yeah, we did. We'll get them back. All right, I gotta head out.
You be safe.
Yep, I'll see you guys tonight. Later.
Maurice, how you gonna do this?
What?
Hey, is it up already?
No, it's not turned on. It's not that far from it. I need help with certain tasks.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot more confusing than I thought it would be.
No, that's why I hadn't done it, because I wanted to talk to you and Desi about doing it before I just jumped the gun and just did it, and then we're SOL.
I have 8 or 12 tests.
Oh yeah, I had fucking CAD and all kinds of people messaging me saying, please, please. So that's the next thing is, do you want Patreon money then?
I gotta get everything set up. I'm just trying not to get into issues right now. I'm trying to think of how to do it.
Thinking how to do what?
How to get everything done and be righteous, feel righteous about it. I'm using doc stuff. It's like Desi said, I should just go one way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, but that's the thing, is a lot of these people are one-timers, and do you really want to just give them everything right back, or are you going to make them redonate?
I don't think I want to.
I never really, I was a one-timer, and I never really gave a shit about, the donor stuff. I just did it because it was hey, here. Otherwise, I think that if people are gonna continue to hold that badge and say, I'm a fucking cornerstone in this community, then, put up or shut up, because that's ultimately what it boils down to run these.
Well, yeah, and that's why that's the thing, is if you want to bitch and moan, but you have no stake in this stuff, and you're just bitching and moaning because you donated $10 one time.
Yeah, I don't bitch and moan. I just kill stuff.
No, I'm not saying I don't know. I don't even know you from Adam to Eve, but.
So now you understand what I'm thinking about. How do I want to proceed?
Well, you're gonna lose people either way.
Oh, I have no doubt.
But who do you want to lose? Do you want the people that pitch $10 once and bitch and moan, or do you want the people who pitch? But I understand what you're saying too. It's because you gotta look at this side of the aspect of it, that you're paying for this.
Oh yeah.
This is money coming out of your pocket to fund something for everyone to have fun on. And I'm not against one-time donors. I would, fuck. You got to be able to give what you can give. Not everybody's in the situation. In everybody's situation, everybody's is different. But like the other guy said, put up or shut up.
Right. I mean, it's fair from your perspective to be like, okay, this is technically square one, guys. Are you either you're on board or you're not, and it's just you go in good faith. You can't expect people you can't make everybody happy. Especially. No. I mean, I've seen some of these fucking kids on here, just talking about shit, bitching about the stuff that's going on, and that's why I haven't came back and played anything recently, but I wanted to really try A17.
17's
fun as hell.
17's fun as fuck, and it's a lot better. There's a lot better things than 16, but that server's so high amped, it's fucking crazy. And I tell Lurch that every day. I'm like, Lurch, turn these freaking zombies down. You go into a house and there's 7 irradiated zombies. You're done.
Well, see, he wants the challenge, and I enjoy it.
Oh, I do too. To a point. I only get a couple hours a night.
Well, yeah, I see where you're at.
To get a couple hours a night and to die repetitively when I have 2 to 3 hours a night, it gets aggravating. My accomplishment rate is half of what it was before on 16. But I was an admin too, where I just fucking did whatever at the end, and I didn't care if I died 10,000 times.
Well, here's the funny thing. Devs have made a statement that all I want to do is come in to be an admin so I can build. I'm like, I have no problem with that.
But then,
She actually will help.
no, and that's what you want is people who help. I'll be an admin again if you'd let me, and I'll do whatever I have to do because I'm on different times than y'all. Y'all are on more later than I am, and I'm on earlier than y'all for a certain amount of time before y'all are on, typically.
Yeah.
And so that's why I talked to Desi about it, because like when I get on, no one typically was on.
Oh, I'm not changing to admins. The admins that are on now are but there's going to be something, I'm going to do something different with the rule set.
Like what? What do you mean by that?
Fucking no explosives, first thing.
Huh?
No explosives and more than likely no water builds.
Oh yeah, water building and freaking explosives ruin that shit quickly.
Yeah, that's bug road.
Yeah, but is there a way that you can go into the settings and actually disable those things?
Oh, sure.
Not that I know.
Or completely delete them from the coding of the game that we play?
Oh yeah, guys, it's literally a true and false setting.
Yeah, I'm not that smart. I'm not that
Oh,
smart.
I'm not. Me neither.
The word "yet" comes into play with that.
Oh yeah, no, that's a learning experience all day long, every day, playing and doing stuff. But it's if we could control those things and delete them or remove them from the ability to create them, it would be amazing. Because I agree completely 100% with no explosives and no water building, because water building like fucking destroys the game.
So what are you talking about, like, your perspective, Various, of like, what do you want? Are you talking about like what confuses you, like, as far as like modding it?
The whole aspect.
Yes.
Like changing INI files, all this stuff, like your server host, it has...
INI files. I understand what files are, but INI.
Alright, so time out. When you launch your server through, who are you getting it through? Okay, they have a server manager, I'm assuming, right? Right, and through that server manager, does it allow you to access game file?
Yes.
So through that, accessing game files, there's probably some form of an editor, which will allow you to just, and the thing is there's a huge database of this crap online. Basically, people who have, your forebears came before you, and that's how I stumbled my way through Ark and Conan server. Was I wanted to, I wanted to implement custom engrams in Ark. I wanted to, do my own mod sets, make a primitive server, but still allow like boats and shit. It was a fucking nightmare learning process, dude. But it took like 4 or 5 days. It's not like super crazy hard to learn.
See,
You just.
That's why I'm doing this. It's just a learning.
The thing about like looking into a file is you can literally just access a find prompt and look for the specific code that you've looked up online for the thing that you want to do. You can basically Google it. I would assume, anyways, with a game that's this heavily modded, that there's a database somewhere of the code where people are heavily working on.
Well, they
Oh,
were.
there's got it. And then they just stopped.
That's the thing. There will be a huge flourish of new mods, especially in updates and stuff with A17, because you have to make shit current. There's a lot of gonna be a lot of bugs. I've already experienced a lot of duping.
Duping is another problem.
I don't know. Are there weapon attachments in A16? Did you say no? Keep cutting out, like right at the point whether you say yes or no.
Well, what would help if I have my fucking mic by my mouth?
What out of your butt, Mary?
Yep, said no.
Alright, I will not be joining you on that server.
Oh, that's wrong. Why not?
I like it too much compared to the old version.
I'm right there with you, brother. If I could figure
I
out
get
a
what
way
you
to-
guys are doing, though.
Sorry.
No, I get what you guys are doing, though. You have a lot more people depending on you. Just me.
Well, it's not all that though, too. Well, more of it is less than it is. If you know what I mean by that. There's too many people that can't go to 17 that would love to.
So what I'm thinking, I'll have to talk with Daisy about this. If people want a custom 16 mod, custom mods by Daisy. And let them pay for it, buy the mod for him.
Yeah, because he's the one who's going to do all the coding.
Yep.
Is he up for that?
That's why I gotta talk to him about it.
I was like, because I don't know how up to that he is right now. I think he's
Well, if
pretty
it's for
burnt.
making money, he's all about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, definitely. But
Because all that's going to go straight to him. I'm not even going to be in on that, you know.
no, yeah.
Ooh, I got that on recorder. Get him. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Pin him to the wall.
I never touched her, sir. I don't know nothing about these dead strippers.
Why is he with his body with his arms chopped off? I don't know.
On this server, you really don't need but 2 forges.
On the 17?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. You only need 2. I only have 1, and I'm freaking rocking and rolling on that. That's what's crazy.
I have
But he
concrete
has-
forges and I have metal forges. So.
But he's got that shit so amped up on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go make a Patreon. I got PayPal. I don't know if I want to do PayPal or Patreon.
I would do Patreon because you can keep track of it.
Do what?
You can keep track of it better on Patreon. Because it has a recurring charge feature and all that on it. I don't know if PayPal does all that. I've never messed with PayPal.
Yeah, just make sure they gift it to you. Start charging them shit, then it gets all messy and weird.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's IRS things involved in all that too.
Well, that's the thing. I believe it's with their policy. If you gift something to someone, you can't dispute a claim for a return. But if you go through like you did a transaction, then PayPal takes a percentage, and you basically have a right to reclaim your funds if you have a, proper dispute.
Yeah. And that's... But I don't know about Patreon with that. How Patreon works with that.
I have no clue, but I'm fixing to go find out because I haven't done either one. Well, I've got a PayPal, but not Patreon.
I haven't